One of the things that Microsoft calls out that you need to know for the MTA is something called ease of access. Now, when I see those words, I think, well, which ease of access? Because there are two of them. Now, ease of access has to do with people with special needs, sight impaired, hearing impaired, mobility impaired, and so on. I'm going to go ahead and go to the control panel, which is where one of them are. And you'll see here a category that says ease of access. I'll go ahead and click ease of access, and now I have an ease of access center, which I will open up. By the way, we have speech recognition also under that. So, for example, the mobility impaired can speak to their computer. But I'll just click the ease of access center, and we have several things that it can do. Now I'm going to go over here to the Settings app. I'll click Start and then Settings. And this will open up Windows Settings, and now you'll see that we have an Ease of Access category here as well. And if I click that one, we have also various tools. But if I compare these two, you'll see that mostly they're the same. However, the Settings app has a few things that the control panel does not have. For example, make text bigger and make everything bigger don't occur over here. And we have a magnifier, and we still have the magnifier. As you can see down here, we have a magnifier. But up under display, we can make just the text bigger, or we can make everything on the screen bigger, and that's really handy for people who have vision impairments. We also have some things regarding the mouse pointer that we don't have over here in the control panel. And you can't see this on the video, by the way. I don't know why it doesn't come through on the video, but I can change the size of the cursor, and right now I'm looking at about 1.5 inch high cursor. I know you can't see that on yours. It's also bright pink, by the way, and if I click the green, then it becomes green, and here's my bright pink, or my in other words, I can change the fill color of that cursor to various things in order to make it more visible. There's also a text cursor, and I don't know for sure if this is going to come through on the screen, but I can change the color of this, but it puts these little markers at the top and the bottom of the cursor, so if I'm typing something, say in Notepad or Word, I can find where the cursor is much more easily by changing the size of these things and then the color of those little things. Again, I don't know if that's going to come through on the video or not, but this thing became really big when I was there, and then much smaller as I moved it back down again. Now remember, early on I said that Microsoft is slowly moving things from the control panel to the Settings app. Now the Settings app is a UWP style app that does not... UWP style apps are very different from standard desktop apps. They don't have an exe, an executable file associated with them. They just are put together and run very differently from standard desktop apps. And so we are slowly migrating to those UWP style apps rather than the standard application. So anyway, this is now, I would go by this, and if it were me, again studying for this exam, I would go down through these individual options and kind of get an idea of what these things do, so that you know. And oh, and this is another one that's in Windows 10 now in the app that was not in the control panel, is color filters for specific color blindness. So that's kind of new in here. And here's a picture of that cursor in case it didn't come through on the other page. So there we go.